Hello everyone, my name is Eric, and today I want to talk to you about a voyage into space, one that's been almost 2 years in the making. You are watching Oakland Tobacconist. If you're interested in the brand new Intergalactic Event Horizon from Blackworks Studio, Oveja Negra brands, or many other limited boutique and craft cigars, check us out, join the OGT community. We'd love to have you a part of it. Please do not forget to like, to comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you're alerted every time we produce new content, or drop down a comment if you have a question about cigars in general. It has come time. We are now shipping out the newest release from Blackworks Studio and Oveja Negra brands. For those of you who follow this channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Blackworks Studio. You know I'm a big fan of Black Label Trading Company. And that's mostly due to the rich, robust flavor that you will get from the cigars created from this factory. James Brown, owner and blender, is one of my favorites in the industry because he takes art and he takes precision and he takes craft and infuses all of his blends with that. And we see in a variety of different blends. In fact, we've seen limited cigars across the board this year. We've also seen core lines from Sumatra, Connecticut, Ecuadorian Maduro, even Candela. And the newest release is utilizing a tobacco that we haven't seen, I think, for at least over a year, and that's Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Now, it's kind of funny. I kind of feel like the end of September and the beginning of October is kind of that time for Pennsylvania Broadleaf. And I say that because for the OGT Cigar Society, our most recent drop, our recent project was with Shafio Cigars using a Pennsylvania Broadleaf. And then not too long after, Event Horizon comes on scene, and then that's also Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Using those two, it's just that type of month for it. The things I like about Pennsylvania Broadleaf is it tends to be more gritty, more rustic, more robust. It's a little less finesse, I would say. And you have more earthier, bitter, anise, and also some stronger, aggressive tones to it. Something that Connecticut Broadleaf, while it's also very strong and has a lot of characteristics, which is one of my personal favorites, it's gonna be very different, even though Pennsylvania has that broader leaf. Texture-wise, it's very gritty looking, it's very rustic, but that's also very attractive to the eye for me. I tend to choose or want to smoke a cigar that has more texture than it is just clean slate shine across the board. Intergalactic has not been released for over 2 years, but last time it utilized a Sumatra wrapper, and according to James Brown, this time around he wanted to turn the blend up a few notches, hence the Pennsylvania Broadleaf. And so that is what I have with me today, this fantastic cigar. This is in a personal favorite size of mine. This is the 5.5 by 50. I really like the 5.5 size because it's a bit longer than your traditional Robusto, but at the same time, it has that same robust, full flavor that you get off a light up. Intergalactic was recently dropped, and this Pennsylvania Broadleaf version is called Event Horizon. It's kind of got the orange inflections. This is definitely a Halloween-looking cigar, which I absolutely love. I love the festivities of kind of moving into the fall season, the holiday season. Very much black, silver, orange, has those Halloween colors. Now, this is released in 3 sizes: Petite Corona, which is 4 3/4 by 46, this Robusto, 5.5 by 50, and then a Toro, 6 by 48. And they're going very quickly. We had a pre-order open for them, and now they're being shipped out to everyone who has been on that list and who is looking for this cigar. I highly encourage you to check this out because it's complex, but it's also robust. At light up, you have this chili, peppery spice to it, some earth, some wood, some bitter, dark chocolateness to it, a vegetal component, and also one of my favorites, an anise flavor, all the way through, wrapping up with a lingering sweetness. So while your palate is being turned to all these different elements, it's that perfect, colder evening cigar. Want to pair it maybe with something like a bourbon or a scotch or even a rum. You want to draw more sweetness from this? Pair it with a rum. You want to give more force and power and strength? Bourbon, I think, would be there. But overall, this is not overwhelming. And what I really enjoy about Black Label and Blackworks is that it has this heavy, fullness of flavor, fullness of body, but that doesn't always constitute as crazy strong. And I definitely feel like that's what you're gonna get in this cigar here. You get that fullness of body, fullness of flavor, and then strength medium to medium plus. It's not by any means a mild cigar, but and then maybe a touch more medium, but it's not gonna knock you out. Intergalactic encapsulates all those flavor notes, that body, and really encapsulates a lot about Blackworks Studio. Blackwork Studio is that kind of like blank slate, like artistry work that James Brown likes to throw at it. And this is definitely on another side. Personally for me, I really loved the first Intergalactic. I thought it was amazing, but I will say that this leans a little bit more towards my palate. That being a Maduro, that being Pennsylvania Broadleaf. Whenever Pennsylvania is done right, I'm a big fan. Hence, we had to do it for our membership, but also something like this. Even down to the appearance, from the label, the oranges and the black color and the silver like highlights, down to the rustic looking wrapper leaf. And then on the top here, you have this sort of muted like flag slash pigtail, and then on the bottom, a closed foot. And I love the closed foot because when you light up the cigar, don't toast it. Immediately go into lighting, get that full flavor from that Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper, and then touch it up and toast it up to make sure it's burning even. But that way you get that fullness of like wrapper leaf, and it's something I really enjoy because you get to taste more concentrated wrapper. I'm always a big fan of that. As I say, this is a very limited drop. It is their Q3 drop, and so once it's gone, it is gone. Don't miss out on it. 3 sizes, Petite, Corona, Robusto, and Toro. Fantastic lineup, and an excellent example, complex example, of what you can do with Pennsylvania broadleaf tobacco. Drop down in the comments, what has been some of your favorite new releases, or maybe even limited releases, in the cigar industry, and what have you recently been enjoying? I know for me, I've enjoyed the Bishop's Blend, the Orthodox, this one in particular, and I love to see what's coming out of the Oveja Negra factory, and looking forward to the close of this year and what else it might bring. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time on Oakland Tobacconist.